to doing it by tricking me. You'll get the money here. Then you'll get another 2,000 in Petersburg. And cash, and on the dot, and you'll get more later. Now you're lying, mister, and it makes me laugh to see you're so simple-minded. Why, it's like Mr. Stavrogin is standing on a tall ladder above you, and you're running around under it like a little dog and yapping, and he feels he'd be doing you too much honor spitting in your face. You know something? Peter said, turning away. I won't let you move a step away from here, you bastard. I'll turn you directly over to the police. Fedka leaped to his feet, his eyes gleaming furiously. Peter's revolver flashed in his hand. There followed a short and revolting scene. Before Peter could train his gun on Fedka, Fedka stepped sideways and hit him a powerful blow across the face. Then there was a second, a third, and a fourth terrifying thud, all of them landing in Peter's face. Peter was dazed, his eyes rolled. He mumbled something, then collapsed, stretching out full length on the ground. Here, he's all yours, Fedka cried with a self-satisfied note in his voice. Then he picked up his cap, took his bundle from under the seat, and was off. Peter's breath gurgled in his throat as he lay unconscious. Laputin thought Fedka had killed him. Kirilov leaped down the 3 steps. Pour some water over him, he shouted, and filling an iron jug from a pail, he threw it into Peter's face. Peter stirred, raised his head, and looked blankly around. Well, how do you feel? Kirilov inquired. Peter stared around him vaguely without apparently recognizing Kirilov. Then suddenly, catching sight of Laputin standing at the top of the steps, a repulsive smile twisted his mouth and he grabbed his gun, which was lying near him on the floor, and leaped to his feet. If you get an idea to run away tomorrow like Stavrogin, he said suddenly, turning his full fury on Kirilov. He was pale and haggard and stammered, garbling his words. I'll get you. Even on the other side of the world, I'll string you up, like a fly. I'll squash you, remember that. He pointed his gun straight at Kirilov's forehead, but almost immediately came to his senses, pulled his hand back, put the revolver in his pocket, and without saying another word, rushed out of the house. Laputin hurried after him. They crawled through the same gap and again had to hold on to the fence as they followed the edge of the ditch. In the street, Peter walked so fast that Laputin had great difficulty keeping up with him. At the first street corner, however, Peter suddenly stopped, turned toward Laputin, and asked in a challenging tone, So? Laputin, who was still trembling from the scene he had just witnessed, remembered the gun, but his answer somehow slipped from his tongue by itself. It seems to me now that they can't be waiting all that impatiently from Smolensk to Tashkent for him to come. And did you see what Fedka was drinking in the kitchen? What he was drinking? Why, it was vodka, of course. In that case, for your information, that was the last time he will drink vodka. I advise you to remember that. And now, to hell with you. I won't need you until tomorrow. But I warn you, don't try to pull any funny stuff on me. Laputin ran home as fast as he could.